Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes' Illuminati, the man who rules the world, takes on the head of the global elite in this all-new action-packed John Haynes series adventure. Get your copy of John Haynes' Illuminati in paperback and e-readers at Amazon.com and online booksellers everywhere. One of my longtime viewers wanted my thoughts regarding a situation that she had at her school. Now, this viewer was studying for a master's degree in legal studies and was working with a male classmate online, and as they were chatting online regarding the subjects that they were studying, he decided to ask her out, and this is where the viewer basically declined his offer because she didn't know this guy because she had just been chatting with him online. And since she was chatting with him online, she didn't want to get involved with him because she didn't want to get involved with someone she met on the internet. However, this individual didn't take no for an answer. And even though she told him the only way she dates people is if she meets that man in a public place, this guy continued to persist until she eventually stopped messaging her, and that was after she said that she let him know that she wasn't interested. Now, the viewer wants to know if this guy is a simp, a beta male, or a man who's obsessed with me or is trying to take advantage of the situation. Now, what this sounds like to me is a case of a guy who is basically a cyber simp, like I talk about in my book, Stop Simping in Cyberspace, and he's a simp that likes to come in sideways, like I talk about in my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. Now, when it comes to guys who like to come in sideways, what these males want to do is they want to come into a situation where it's something you're doing, like going to school, and they want to come and use their information that they want to use to help you as an opportunity to segue into a romantic relationship. Now, this is the kind of covert contract that these guys basically look to try to implement whenever they get involved with an attractive woman on a campus or a job. What these guys will do is look to use their ability to have information that would help a person as a way to segue into a relationship. And what they want to do is basically hope to get this covert contract fulfilled where they will help you out with your studies or whatever. And this will show her and impress her that he's a good man and that this is a good opportunity for you to want to get with a good man like him. Now, this whole approach is extremely dishonest because basically what this dude is doing is basically lying to this woman by saying, oh, I want to help you with your studies, when in actuality what he wants to do is study anatomy once he gets this woman to, as he believes, take off all her clothes and get that opportunity to have sexual access with this woman. But that's not what this woman signed on for. No, what she wanted to do was basically study for the subject of legal studies, and this guy basically wanted to use this as an opportunity to try to shoehorn himself into a relationship with her, and that in and of itself is extremely dishonest because that's not what that woman was about. No, if that woman was interested in that kind of relationship, she herself would state those intentions early on. And she would state those intentions in the way that she wanted. And from the viewer's perspective, I have to agree with her. Yeah, the way you deal with people who you are interested in are in a public place where you can meet them face to face. You want to meet with someone face to face so that you can study their facial expressions, study their body language, and study what they are saying and how they're saying it. This is how you get involved with someone. You don't get involved with someone by chatting with them online and then looking to segue that into a date. No, that in and of itself is extremely dishonest, and it's extremely dishonest because you are looking to mislead a woman. And again, that leaves a bad first impression on that woman, leaves a bad first impression on her because, one, this dude asked this woman out over the internet, which is a definite no-no. No, you never ask a woman out online, because asking a woman out online basically reeks of desperation. Reeks of desperation because most men can go out here and go and meet women face to face and meet women face to face because once you meet somebody face to face, again, one, shows that you're confident, two, shows that you know that you're secure in yourself, and that's how people meet. But this guy, again, wanted to go out here and come sideways, thinking coming in the side door would allow him to get access to this woman. But coming in sideways basically doesn't lead to you getting any access, because you're coming in through a side door that you weren't given permission to come in, and basically disrespected this woman. And a lot of guys don't understand this. They don't understand that you're disrespecting women when you come in sideways, because you're not giving that woman a chance to make her decision based on an honest assessment of you. And by you being dishonest, what you're doing is basically turning that woman off, because you're showing women that you have no character and that you don't understand the concept of boundaries. You don't understand the concept of boundaries, because if somebody comes to you for information as related to studying in class, then you need to leave it at studying in class, because again, if you want to get with a woman, you get with a woman face to face. No, you don't go out here and do this at all, because it's just something that could jam you up. Now this dude, he doesn't really understand how he basically part of set himself to get jammed up, because what he's doing when he makes these statements as related to chats or going out here on a Zoom is he's creating a record of his actions. And as he creates a record of his actions, what that does is basically put him in a place where he could possibly get set up for a lawsuit for sexual harassment, or possibly even get kicked out of school. Because you going out here and dropping those messages creates a track record and a paper trail that people can follow, a track record people can follow and use against you. So I would tell any man out here that if you want to go out here and study with women, again, study with the women and focus on the subject, but don't think you can turn that into some sort of opportunity to ask out a woman out for a date, because that's not what she signed on for. No, when you're dealing with women, especially in this era of Me Too, where an allegation can basically lead to the end of you losing your professional reputation, your personal reputation, and even your freedom, what you do is keep it professional. And if that woman wants to express interest, she will go out here and make any sort of proposal. And if she makes the proposal to meet at a public place, that's on her. But as for you, you keep it all business, because if you make it personal, this could lead to you winding up getting jammed up. So I don't advise any dude to go out here and get on a chat and start talking about asking a woman out that you don't know. I tell a man, no, don't ask these women out on these things like chats, because you'll jam yourself up by creating that paper trail. But what this dude was basically doing, again, is something that simps do in looking to come in through the side door, hoping that they can turn a friendship or an acquaintance into a relationship. And in most cases, that attempt to turn an acquaintance into or friendship into a relationship usually backfires and usually winds up turning that woman off. And it turns her off because it's not attractive to come through the side door. No, it's coming from a position of weakness. And it's coming from a position of weakness because what women want to see in a man is a man having the confidence and the courage to go face to face with them, have the confidence and the courage to go face to face with them, because that says a lot about their character. It shows that woman that that man is a leader because he's taking initiative, and it says to that woman that this man, because he took the initiative to introduce himself to her face to face, that he is someone she can trust to lead in situations, trust to lead in a situation, because if he can lead himself to go and approach her, then she can trust him to be able to take the lead in social situations such as a date. This is what women want to see that many guys don't understand, especially guys who come from single mother households. A lot of guys from single mother households go out here and use these simp and nice guy approaches, thinking, oh, I'll try to be her friend, or I'll try to be a person she studies with. I'll try to turn this acquaintance into a relationship based on things they see in many of these movies and romantic comedies and soap operas. But that's not how real life works. No, in real life, a man has to state his intentions and go face to face with a woman. He has to state his intentions and go face to face with a woman and let her know that he's interested. Otherwise, he's basically, when he does things like doing things like this online, he's not putting a strong first impression on her, because some dude typing things in as related to this kind of discussion, again, he doesn't see how optically weak he's looking. He can't see how optically weak he's looking, because what he's thinking he's doing is being cool. He's thinking that, oh, I'll just type this in. Can we go out some? No, you don't do that at all. Now, if you and a woman are talking in a space and y'all just chilling with each other and you just ask her out for coffee, that's one thing. That's one thing. She can say yes or no and you can call it a day. But if you go out here and you are online and, again, you're discussing a business or having a subject, that's a different story. And again, you don't want to do that, because that's the same model that leads to guys getting jammed up with sexual harassment. Because, and if you ask once and she says no, that's cool, okay. But if you continue to go after that woman, that's unwanted and unwarranted advances. And I talk about this in my book, Stop Simping in the Workplace. In Stop Simping in the Workplace, I talk about how you have to know where the boundaries are, because this type of behavior, again, this guy needs to correct this, because, again, if he'll do it at the college, he'll do it at work. And if he does it at work and he does the same thing, he's basically going to be out of a job before he even starts, and his professional reputation will be ruined. Because if you don't understand how to behave in the workplace, don't understand how to behave on the college campus as related to women, then you're going to take it out into the real world, and this is where a guy can wind up getting jammed up. And again, you don't want to go out here and do this kind of stuff. No, you don't want to come in sideways, because if you come through the side door, women are going to see you as an intruder, and they're going to look to eject you from their life. They're going to look to eject you from your life because you came at them dishonest. You came at them from the side, and instead of coming up front, you basically wound up being shown the door, because, again, coming in sideways is what lames do. Lames come in sideways, and men come up front. Men come up front and let a woman know up front what they want. Men come up front and let a woman know what they're about. Men come up front and don't look to take advantage of a situation by trying to play these covert contract games. Men go out here and do right by women, but this guy wasn't looking to do right. No, he was looking to go out here and look to come in sideways. And again, if a guy comes in sideways, he's going to try to slip out sideways if you do have a relationship with him, because how you get in a relationship with a man is how you wind up in a relationship with them. And again, if a guy is starting out dishonest, it's not going to end up being a good relationship. So this sister basically, again, understood what was going on, and because she understood what was going on, she basically dodged a bullet with this dude who basically was a simp, who was looking to take advantage of the situation, but got shown a boundary by the sister, who basically let this man know how it deals with her and how you have to deal with how a guy is out here, because this is not how a man operates. No, this is how a simp operates. And again, a simp operates by the back because he's afraid to go up front. And when you're dealing with a simp, again, you have to let him know where the boundaries are. You have to let him know where the boundaries are because there are certain lines you don't cross. And one of the lines you don't cross is going out here and asking a woman out sideways. Because again, as I said before, if somebody asks you out sideways through the side door, they're going to get kicked straight out the front door. Now, if you want to learn how to avoid getting in a situation like this, you can pick up 3 of my books. You can pick up Stop Simping in Cyberspace to identify cyber simp behavior like this online. Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, to learn about coming in sideways. And Stop Simping in the Workplace to learn all about workplace policies and how to carry and conduct yourself in places like universities and the job. And you can find all of those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you'd like to see me make a video like this, which was requested by a viewer, and get some advice, you can send a donation of a minimum of $15 to the Cash App or the PayPal by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, ISIS: Amari's Revenge. The goddess next door is confronted by a Nubian queen out for revenge at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in this inaugural ISIS series adventure. Get your copy of ISIS: Amari's Revenge in paperback and e-readers at Amazon.com and online booksellers everywhere. Now available in paperback and Kindle, Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Learn how to avoid predatory females like Instagram models and e-girls in their virtual con games with Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Get your copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace in paperback and Kindle today. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.